they can play. There are so many kirtaniyas they can play. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashodanandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yamuna Tiravanachari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Radha Nila Madhav Radha Nila Madhav Radhe. Jaya Radha Nila Madhav Radha Nila Madhav Radhe. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Ashtottara Sata Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki. Jai Om Vishnupada Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Ashtottara Sata Srimad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki. Prem se kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shyamakunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki. Brajabhumi Shri Vrindavan Dham ki. Purushottama Kshetra Shri Jagannath Puri Dham ki. Gangamai ki. Yamunamai ki. Bhakti Devi ki. Tulasi Devi ki. Kaliyuga Pavan Harinama Sankirtana ki. Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च। श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. I offer my humble obeisances and to all the devotees at ISKCON Seattle. It's a great pleasure for me to come back to this place. I think I started my US tour with Seattle only. After more than a year I came back here and very happy to meet all the devotees here. Arjun Sakha Prabhu and Brajakripa Prabhu and many other devotees. Thank you. As requested by the devotees, we will be speaking on some nuances of Vaishnava character in today's session. We will base our discussion on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita primarily and also on Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam, definitely. It's a very exalted topic, undoubtedly, and I also feel very unqualified to speak on this topic, but it is required for us to discuss on these topics of Vaishnava character so that we come one step forward in our journey towards Krishna by at least discussing what should be the ideal mode of a Vaishnava and taking some baby steps to come close to that mode. So with this mood, let's try to meditate on some aspects of Vaishnava character. As it's mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhavadvidha Bhagavataha Tirthabhutaha Swayam Vibho Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani Swantahastena Gadabhritam. Bhavadvidha Bhagavataha Tirthabhutaha Swayam Vibho. Yudhishthir Maharaj is praising Vidura in this way. He says, that Bhavadvidha, oh Lord, oh my dear uncle Vidura, you are a great Bhagavata devotee. You are a very exalted devotee. Devotees like you purify even holy places of pilgrimage. Many people go to holy places of pilgrimage to purify themselves from all sinful reactions. But when you go to holy places, you will purify the holy places from the sinful reactions that are dumped by sinful people in those holy places. Sinful people go to holy places and holy rivers and take bath there and dump all their sinful reactions there. And when devotees go and take bath or visit such holy places, then the holy places will be purified of all the accumulated sinful reactions. This is the standard of a Vaishnava. A pure Vaishnava is one who can sanctify even holy places. Why? Svantastena gadabhrta. Because they carry the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord within their hearts. Because the Lord is so pure, the Lord's remembrance can purify everyone. And a person who is constantly remembering the Lord can also purify everyone. Purify even holy places also. That's the purifying potency of a devotee. This is the mandate for all devotees. Yes, you need to purify your heart so much by meditating on the Lord that your presence makes a place holy. Of course, a devotee who has the potency to make a place holy does never think that I am a holy person. But we need to understand what is the standard of a Vaishnava. What is the glory of a Vaishnava. There is another shloka in the first canto of Bhagavatam. Yesham samsmaranat pumsaha sadyah shuddhyanti vaigrahaha kim punardarshana sparsha padashauchasanadibhin. Yesham samsmaranat pumsaha. Just by remembering a devotee, you are not even seeing the devotee yet. Just by the remembrance of a devotee, sadyah shuddhyanti vaigrahaha, our homes are completely sanctified. Kim punar darshana sparsha pada sauchasanadibhi. What to speak of seeing a devotee, touching a devotee, washing the lotus feet of a devotee, hearing from a devotee, associating with a devotee. How purifying it could be. What makes a devotee so glorious? We know that shloka where the importance of remembering the Supreme Lord is emphasized. What's the greatness of remembering the Lord? Om apavitraha pavitro va sarvavasthangato piva yaha smaret pundarikaksham sa bahya abhyantara suchihi. Just by the remembrance of the Supreme Lord, our inside and outside is completely purified. Similarly, when you remember a pure devotee also, we are purified. The purifying potency of a devotee is as great as the purifying potency of the Lord also. Why? Because the devotee is carrying the Lord within his or her heart. Therefore, a devotee can purify even holy places of pilgrimage. And this is the standard of a Vaishnava. Very long way to go. For a struggling sadhaka who is dozing off in his japa, this standard, by remembering me they will be purified. Holy places are purified. Yeah, when we stick to the process of bhakti, we can be so pure. We can become pure. The process of purification is the process of bhakti yoga. There is another beautiful shloka in the conversation between Devahuti and Kardamamani. Prasangamajaram pasham atmanah kavayo viduhu sa eva sadhushu kruto mokshadvaram apavritam. Prasangamajaram pasham. When you associate with materialistic people, that will be the cause of great entanglement. Atmanah kavayo viduhu. Sa eva sadhushu kruto. When you associate with devotee, means the same tendency of associating with someone, being friendly with someone, if that is applied in the association of devotees, mokshadvaram apavritam, that will open doors for liberation. Mother Devahuti is speaking to Kardamamani that, oh Kardamamani, I have associated with you only for the purpose of gratifying my senses. I have not taken complete advantage of your association. Why? Because I was foolish. I was not very intelligent. Therefore, I have taken your association for sense gratificatory purposes. Not. You told me that you will give me love of Godhead. But I said that I will take love of Godhead later. I want a child first. Devahuti told Kardamamuni like this. But she had an argument. Even if a materialistic person associates with a pure devotee for material purposes also, the association of a pure devotee should purify the materialistic person. Even if our intentions are not pure when you come close to a devotee, the purity of a devotee should purify us, purify our intentions also. Means even with a wrong intention, if you associate with a devotee, there is only purification. That's how pure a devotee should be. That's how exemplary the character of a devotee should be. Even those people who approach a devotee with impure, malicious, envious intentions also will become purified. There are hundreds of examples in our Shastras. I spoke the principles last 5-10 minutes by quoting a few shlokas from Bhagavatam. But let's discuss a few examples. The crocodile in Gajendra pastime was holding on to the lotus feet of Gajendra. Who was Gajendra? Gajendra was a pure devotee, means a great devotee, exalted devotee in his past life as Indradyumna Maharaj. And this Gajendra was caught by this jaws of this crocodile, and Gajendra was trying to release himself. Gajendra initially thought, maybe this crocodile will leave me after 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 1 or 2 days. But Gajendra could not release himself from the jaws of crocodile for 1000 years. Finally, Gajendra offered prayers to the Lord, and the Lord appeared and released the Sudarshana Chakra and cut the throat of this crocodile and released Gajendra. Now, the Lord not only pulled Gajendra by holding his trunk out of the lake and delivered him, but by killing the crocodile, the Lord also delivered crocodile. What was the qualification of the crocodile? The crocodile was holding on to the lotus feet of a devotee, Gajendra. At that time, Gajendra was not in a devotional consciousness as such. Gajendra was identifying himself as an elephant only. Only after 1000 years, by the Lord's grace, Gajendra got this opportunity, or Gajendra got this inspiration to remember the Lord, meditate on the Lord, and offer a prayer that he has memorized in his past life. A devotee who is not currently in devotional consciousness also is so pure that if someone approaches that devotee who is not yet in pure consciousness but has the potency to be pure, there is purification. The qualification of Gajendra is, qualification of crocodile is, it held on to the lotus feet of a devotee, even with an intention to harm that devotee. That's what Mother Devahuti is speaking to Kardamamuni. I must have associated with you for some wrong purposes. Actually, she was not wrong. Her desire to have a child is completely in sync with the perfect plan of the Lord. The Lord wanted to descend as the son of Mother Devahuti and Kardamamuni, isn't it? He already mentioned to Kardamamuni, I will appear as your son, Kapaladev. If Devahuti has not desired for a child, if she says, I want liberation, I want Krishna Prema, I will just come out of this material world, then what will happen? Lord will not take birth only. So her desire is also in perfect harmony with the Lord's desire, but at the same time, we need to understand that out of her humility, although being such a great Vaishnavi, although she was in Vatsalya Rasa with Lord Kapaladev, Kardamamuni was in Dasya Rasa, a lower Rasa compared to Vatsalya. Kardamamuni was in Dasya Rasa, Devahuti Mata was in Vatsalya Rasa. Definitely, her rank is higher. She is the mother of the Supreme Lord. But still, out of her humility, she says, Oh Lord, my dear husband, my dear Guru. His husband also is Guru also. I am I have associated with you for my own sense enjoyment. But even if somebody associates with a sadhu for sense gratificatory purposes or with evil intentions, wrong intentions, still the association with sadhu should purify this person. This is the standard of a devotee. Haridas Thakur, he was traveling to different places. He came to Banapal area. He is very popular as a Vaishnava. Many people are honoring him, respect him as great Vaishnava. But there is one person named Ramachandra Khan. He was very envious of the popularity, fame and good reputation of Haridas Thakur, and he selected a prostitute and sent her. You go and pollute Haridas Thakur, allure him, pollute him. Then I will come with my men to prove that he is not even following four regulative principles. He is an exalted Namacharya. The Supreme Lord descended in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to spread the Yoga Dharma of Harinam Sankirtan, to spread the holy names, to induce everyone to chant the holy names of Krishna and give them Krishna Prema. That's the purpose of his appearance. The Lord made Haridas Thakur as Namacharya, isn't it? And that Namacharya is very much adored by so many Vaishnavas, and this Ramachandra Khan wanted to prove that this Namacharya is not following even four regulative principles. He is breaking one principle by associating with that prostitute. What kind of malicious intention is this? And this prostitute came to Haridas Thakur to tempt him, to allure him, to provoke him. But Haridas Thakur said, okay, I will fulfill all your desires, but give me some time. My rounds are pending. Let me complete my chanting. I have taken a vow to chant so many number of names, so let me complete my chanting. You wait till then. She waited patiently. While waiting, she started chanting the holy names of Krishna. That's the purpose, that's the potency of a Vaishnava, pure Vaishnava. So Haridas Thakur was chanting the holy names of Krishna, and she was hearing Haridas Thakur's chanting. By constantly hearing, she also started chanting. A devotee is one who constantly remembers the Lord and chants the holy names of the Lord. And by seeing a devotee, other devotees also, other people, common people also will start chanting. They may not be devotees yet, they may be sinful also, but the purity with which a devotee chants will inspire others also to chant. That's what happened when Prabhupada came to the Western countries. He was chanting, everybody started chanting along with Prabhupada. So this is the standard of a Vaishnava. Mahaprabhu describes who is a Vaishnava. Kulinagram devotees request Mahaprabhu, can you please explain who is a Vaishnava? You often emphasize on Vaishnava Seva. Mahaprabhu gave one answer, saying that one who chants the holy name of Krishna even once is a Vaishnava. You should serve him. Oh, great. We'll serve him. Next year they asked her the same question. Can you please tell who is a Vaishnava? Then Mahaprabhu said, one who chants the holy names of Krishna constantly, without any interruption, he is a Vaishnava. Oh. Next year they asked her the same question. Can you please tell who is a Vaishnava? A person who makes other people chant the holy names of Krishna is a Vaishnava. Just by seeing that devotee, you start chanting Hare Krishna, then he is a Vaishnava. He is the highest Vaishnava. This is how Mahaprabhu described who a Vaishnava is, and Haridas Thakur is an example of the first class Vaishnava, the third definition that Mahaprabhu gave. And this prostitute waited, and it was already in the morning, and she left. Next day she came again. Haridas Thakur apologized. I'm really sorry. I could not attend to you because my rounds were pending. Unfortunately, today also my rounds are pending. Can I complete my chanting and then come back to you? Is it fine? Yeah, sure. You chant. I hope you will come finish it today. She waited. And she also chanted. Third day, same thing happened. And she started repenting. Just by hearing the chanting of a Vaishnava, there is a purification in the heart of this prostitute. And also, she became so repentant that she fell at the feet of Haridas Thakur and begged forgiveness. I'm sorry, I have come here only to pollute you, only to defame you. I'm an instrument in the hands of that envious, malicious person, Ramachandra Khan. Please forgive me. You know what Haridas Thakur said? I knew your intentions. If you don't know the intentions of the other person and you are cheated, that's one thing. If you know the impure intentions of the other person and still you entertain that person, what kind of Vaishnava is this? What kind of character is this? We cannot imagine. He knew. Actually, Haridas Thakur told her, I wanted to leave this Banapol. Why? Because Ramachandra Khan is envious of me. My presence here is causing such great discomfort to this Ramachandra Khan. I don't want to trouble him anymore. So let me just leave from here. I decided. But although I decided to leave, I continued to stay here for 3 more days just because you are coming. Just to help you. Just to make you a pure Vaishnavi. Just to induce you to chant the holy names of Krishna. Just to initiate you in this Vaishnava Sampradaya. I have stayed back. See the compassion. See the great compassion of Haridas Thakur. This is one of the aspects of Vaishnava character. Compassion, tolerance, forgiveness. Yeah, in these 3 sessions I'm not going systematically, we'll take one quality and discuss all stories, or we take one story and discuss all the qualities in the story, but I'm just going like that. I hope you're okay with this. Haridas Thakur said, just to help you, just to make you chant, just to bring you closer to Krishna, I stayed back for 3 more days. She was overwhelmed, seeing the compassion. A Vaishnava is one who tries to cause welfare to someone who tries to harm him. That's what Mother Suniti told Dhruva. Dhruva was hissing like a snake. He was so offended, he was so disheartened by the mistreatment, by the harsh words of Suruchi. He came crying to his mother, Suniti. And what did Suniti say? Suniti said that, my dear child, please don't desire harm for anyone who must have harmed you. See this. Can anyone be like this? Don't desire harm for someone who has harmed you. That's the first words that came out of Suniti Mata's mouth. And Haridas Thakur also, he's not just not desiring harm for one who has tried to harm him, he's even desiring their welfare. That's what we see in the example of Prahlad Maharaj also. Prahlad Maharaj, he offered prayers to Narasimhadev, and Narasimhadev said, I am very, very pleased with you. I am very happy with you. You please ask whatever you want. Then Prahlad said, my dear Lord, do you think I am a businessman? I am not a businessman. I don't want to exchange my devotional service for some material benefits or material benedictions. I don't want that. I am your unmotivated, uninterrupted, unalloyed, unflinching servant for the rest of eternity, and you will remain my eternal master. This is our relationship. Nothing else should be there in our relationship. There is no transaction in our relationship. There is only exchange of love and warmth and affection in our relationship. So he said that. Then, but Prahlad Maharaj said, oh, sorry, I have one boon I want. I just want you to offer me one little benediction. You know what is that? Can you please show some mercy on my father, Hiranyakashipu? Out of his anger towards you, he tried to kill me and harm me in 100 different ways. You please protect him. You please liberate him. Show some mercy upon him. That's the only desire he had. Hiranyakashipu tried to kill Prahlad Maharaj in 100 different ways, and Prahlad Maharaj is praying for the deliverance of Hiranyakashipu. This is a Vaishnava. And this prostitute tried to pollute Haridas Thakur and defame him completely, but Haridas Thakur is thinking about her welfare. This is Vaishnava character. When somebody helps us, when we try to reciprocate with their mood and try to help him, that's like reciprocal. First category that the gopis described to Krishna. First category of reciprocators. When you help them, they will help you. But here, even if nobody helps them, even if someone tries to harm them, still a Vaishnava wants to help them. This is real Vaishnava character. Prahalad is praying not only for Hiranyakashipu, for everybody. In the 5th canto of Bhagavatam, Prahalad is praying to Narasimhadev, Swastyastu Vishwasya Khalaha Prasidatam. Swasti Astu, let there be auspiciousness. For whom? Vishwasya Khalaha. For all the villains in the entire universe. For all envious people in the entire universe. Let there be auspiciousness. Swastyastu Vishwasya Khalaha Prasidatam. Let them be very peaceful, calm. Prasidatam. Dhyayantu Bhutani Shivam Mithodaya. Let them meditate on auspiciousness for everyone. See, Prahalad is so non-envious. Prabhupada writes in the 1st canto purports that non-envy is of 3 flavors. First level of non-envy is you don't envy another person. That is first degree of non-envy. You don't envy anyone. When someone is flourishing, you are not feeling uncomfortable. When someone is advancing in bhakti, there is no discomfort in your heart. You are happy with their advancement. At least you are not harming them. That is like first level of non-envy. Second level is you try to help them become successful. First level, you are not envious of their glorious position or their advancement. Second level is you actually help them grow, help them become successful without any envy. Third level of non-envy is, Prabhupada writes, I'll read the exact, I will try to recollect the exact statements Prabhupada used. The third level of non-envy is that to strive to establish a competitionless society with God in center. Envy leads into competition. Right? When you are envious of somebody, you try to compete with that person. How can he be better than me? How can he outsmart me? How can he supersede me? I should always be in a higher pedestal than this person. So you kind of compete with the person, compare with that person, confront with that person, try to outsmart, outshine, or defeat the person, supersede that person. But Prabhupada says the third level of non-envy is that you try to establish a competitionless society with God in center. Means everybody should become non-envious. It's not that I'm non-envious. Like the Prahalad is saying, I'm not envying anybody. I even try to help other people to grow nicely. But let everyone else also be like this. Let everyone think about others' welfare. Let everyone try to help each other in becoming successful, in becoming great devotees. Let entire society be competitionless and envyless. When there is no envy in a society, that's spiritual world. When there is envy, that is material world. Envy keeps us in this material world. Of course, there are other anarthas also. Envy has its own friends, so many other friends. This is Haridas Thakur's Vaishnava quality, Vaishnava character. Now, Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita and Bhagavad Gita constantly describe in various chapters the importance of developing Vaishnava character. Specifically, I often quote this 7th canto beginning says that we get the seed of bhakti, bhakti lata bija, from a bona fide guru, Vaishnava guru. And that seed of bhakti will grow into a nice creeper of devotion, bhakti lata, and reaches the lotus feet of Krishna by regularly watering it with Shravanam and Kirtanam. Although you are regularly watering the seed with Shravanam and Kirtanam, still if the soil is not fertile, the seed will not grow. And that fertility of soil is Vaishnava character. Qualities like respect, humility, gratitude, compassion, tolerance, satisfaction, non-enviousness. These are the qualities. That is fertile land. So when the heart is fertile, devoid of any malicious qualities and filled with Vaishnava qualities, in such a fertile land of Vaishnava's heart, the Bhaktilata creeper will grow luxuriantly and reaches the lotus feet of the Lord. But when the heart is filled with so much malice, envy, pride, greed, lust, anger, enviousness, then the seed of bhakti will not grow properly. Although you are pouring so much of water into it,
Seed is there, you are pouring water of Shravanam Kirtanam. You are studying Bhagavatam every day. But there is envy in the heart. When there is envy in the heart, although you study Bhagavatam every day, you can't understand a single syllable of what you are studying. Although you are hearing Bhagavatam every day, Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya, you cannot understand a single syllable of what we are hearing. Because there is envy in the heart. When there is pride in the heart, when there is envy in the heart, we cannot realize what we are studying, what we are hearing. There is only theoretical knowledge. There is no realization. There is no absorption. There is no assimilation. There is no application. There is only theory, theoretical understanding. So envy blocks our understanding of Krishna. So we need to keep the soil fertile. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter, 16th chapter, 12th chapter, 2nd chapter, and many other chapters. He gives lists of qualities of devotees. Amanitvam adambhitvam ahimsa kshantirarjavam acharyopasanam shaucham sthiryam atmavinigraha abhayam sarva samsuddhi. Then he says teja kshama dhruti shaucham adroho natimanita bhavanti sampadam daivi abhijatasya bharata. He gives lists of good qualities, Vaishnava qualities, throughout Bhagavad Gita, specifically in the 12th, 13th and 16th chapters. Then in Bhagavatam, in Uddhava Gita, Krishna emphasizes on several Vaishnava qualities. Lord Kapila emphasizes on Vaishnava qualities. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally says that, oh, Sanatana Goswami, the real parichay, real introduction of a Vaishnava is his character. Sadhu Bhushan. Once Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu called Sanatana Goswami, somewhere in the afternoon time. Sanatana Goswami with great happiness, oh, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to see me, wanted to talk to me, give him his darshan, give me some instructions. I am so fortunate. So with great eagerness, Sanatana Goswami just travelled on the path of, on the bank of the sea and somehow reached Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu asked him, how did you come here? I came via the sandy beach. Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, why did you come via that sandy beach? It's so hot. There are blisters on your feet. Oh, blisters on my feet? I didn't even notice only. Because of my intense eagerness to meet you, I did not even notice that there were blisters on my feet. But I don't mind, no problem. Mahaprabhu asked, why didn't you come via this Jagannathji temple? In front of Jagannathji temple there is a path. If you come like that, it's shady path. You will not have blisters on your feet. But Sanatana Goswami said, my dear Lord, so many pujaris of Jagannathji, servants of Jagannathji, they are carrying deity paraphernalia and going in and out of the temple. I may contaminate them. Seeing me, they may get contaminated. I don't want to contaminate the pujaris, or I don't want to contaminate the paraphernalia of the deities. So that's why I came in that path. Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Sanatana Goswami, you can purify the whole world. Jagata Pavana. You can purify the entire universe. You are so pure. But still you are considering yourself impure and you are following Maryada. When some pujari is going to serve the deities, when we are impure, even physically also, we have not taken bath, we don't touch deities paraphernalia, we don't even touch the pujari, we just maintain distance. Okay, let them do their seva. When pujari comes, even on the road, when you're going from ashram to the temple hall, for example, so when pujari comes there and other people will just, move aside and then give way. Okay, he's going to serve the deities. So that's the etiquette. But Sanatana Goswami did not think that, anyways I am pure. If a pujari comes in touch with me, Bhavadvida Bhagavataha Tirtha Bhuta Swayam Vibho, their hearts will be purified. Yesham Samsmaranat Pumsa. He did not apply all these logics there that we have discussed in the beginning. He said, no. If I go close to them, they will get contaminated. I will be offensive. Therefore, I am just moving aside. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, this is Vaishnava etiquette. This is Vaishnava culture. This is Vaishnava character. This is Sadhu Bhushan. This is the real ornament of a Vaishnava. Ornaments of Vaishnavas are not the necklaces they wear, or the anklets or bracelets, or the finger rings they wear. The real ornaments of Vaishnava is humility, compassion, gratitude, tolerance, equanimity. These are the real ornaments of a Vaishnava. Of course, there are other ornaments also. The beautiful form of Krishna is the ornament of eye. The flute sound of Krishna or the holy name of Krishna is the ornament for the ears. The real earring is the holy name of Krishna. So in this way, devotees decorate their bodies with Krishna paraphernalia. Everything connected to Krishna. All the sense objects for a devotee's senses are things that are connected to Krishna. Namani pranayena te sukrutinam tanvanti tundotsavam dhamani prathayanti hanta jalada shyamani netranjanam samani shruti saskuli muralika jatanyalankurvate kamani vrita chetasamiha vibho nashami nashobhate namani pranayena te sukrutinam tanvanti tundotsavam. The real ornament of a Vaishnava's tongue is Nam, Krishna's name. So tundotsavam, tunda means tongue, utsava means celebration. The tongues of devotees start celebrating so much. They have a great celebration when the holy name of Krishna is dancing on their tongues. Namani pranayena te sukrutinam tanvanti tundotsavam dhamani prathayanti hanta jalada shyamani netranjanam. The beautiful blackish form of Krishna is the real ointment for the eyes of a devotee. Right? We put some mascara here. That is Krishna's blackish form. Samani shruti saskuli muralika jatanyalankurvate. Shruti saskuli means the ears. Muralika, Krishna's flute sound, is the real ornament for the ears. Alankurvate. Jatanyalankurvate. Kama nivrita chetasami havibho nashami nashobhate. Kamani. All the desires of a devotee are directed towards worshipping Krishna, serving Krishna. Not for sense gratification anymore. The kama of a devotee is not kama. One kama is desire, another kama is lust, sense enjoyment. So the real kama of a devotee is service to Krishna. They are seva kami, not mukti kami, not bhukti kami, not siddhi kami. They are bhakti kami. They are seva kami. They always desire to serve the Lord. Apart from desiring to serve the Lord, apart from seeing the Lord with one's eyes, apart from hearing Krishna Katha with one's ears, other ornaments of devotees are the qualities of gratitude, compassion, humility, respecting others for whatever they are, not hating anybody, not envying anybody. So we are emphasizing on the character. In some sessions we discuss about the importance of sadhana, shravanam and kirtanam, but we should also have some sessions to discuss the importance of Vaishnava culture, the mood, the right attitude of a devotee, that which really nourishes our spiritual life. Although we accomplish so many things in the service of the Lord, when there is pride in our hearts, then we cannot really taste the nectar of Krishna prema. When there is pride, we may serve the Lord and Vaishnavas with so much diligence and intelligence, but when there is no humility or gratitude or compassion, then that will not satisfy the person who has accomplished so much. There is vacuum. In spite of accomplishing so many things in the service of the Lord, why am I feeling lonely? Why am I feeling despondent? Why there is loneliness? Because there are no devotee friends. Why there are no devotee friends? Because we have no Vaishnava qualities. When we have good Vaishnava qualities, then naturally people will get attracted to us. And people will look attractive to us. Right? When we have good qualities, Vaishnava qualities, we will see good in others. When I have good in me, then I will see good in others. When I don't have good in me, I will see bad in others. When I see bad in others, when others see bad in me, where is relationship? Where is friendship? Where is camaraderie? Where is suhrada? Where is sauhrdatvam? When devotees are together, when they are cordial in their relationships, when they are friendly with each other, that friendly dealings amongst devotees will completely please the Lord. The Lord will be happy to bestow all benedictions. Varam vrinidhvam bhadram vo yuyam me nripanandana sauhardena prathak dharma tushto aham sauhrdena va. Tushto aham sauhrdena va. When you are friendly with other devotees, Lord will be very happy. But that friendliness, that friendship and that camaraderie, that loving bonding amongst devotees is definitely based on their love for Krishna. But it is also based on the Vaishnava qualities that devotees have. When there is envy, pride, and a tendency to supersede others, compete with others, compare with others, with that kind of mentality, we cannot have good friendships with others. When there is genuine appreciation, when there is genuine humility, when there is genuine respect in our dealings with other devotees, then friendships are possible. Nobody likes to make friendship with an arrogant person or a proud person, unless there is some need. Yes, when there is a transaction there, then you kind of, okay, I need to invest in this relationship, although he's arrogant, he's doing this work for me. But real attraction towards other people happens when others have good qualities. Humility. Humility is one of the foremost qualities of a Vaishnava. That's why Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, while he is giving so many lists of items in the Sikshashtakam, he only described the sadhana of a devotee in one shloka. Of course, first two slokas are also sadhana. But as far as the process of getting attracted to the holy name of Krishna is concerned, the process of destroying one's misfortune in lack of taste in chanting the holy name is concerned, Mahaprabhu emphasized on these four qualities. Trinadapi sunichena, tarorapi sahishnuna, amanina manadena kirtaniya sadaharihi. If the holy name of Krishna is the essence of everything, and if that is the supreme sadhana for especially a Kali Yuga spiritual seeker, sadhaka, that is the supreme sadhana, and if there is no taste in doing that sadhana of chanting the holy names of Krishna, what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to cultivate these four qualities. Tranadapi sunichena, being humbler than blade of grass. Tarorapi sahishnuna, more tolerant than a tree. Amanina manadena, not expecting honor from others, not hankering to be honored by others, and trying to honor everybody for whatever they are, offering all respects to others. In fact, these two are also part of humility. In fact, humility is defined like this. Amanitvam is humility. Amanina and humility are like synonymous. They're more or less same. But this is like more explanatory way is, don't expect respect from others, offer respect to others. Only a humble person can do that. It's included in humility. Humility is not inferiority complex. Humility is not lack of self-respect. Many times we use this term, self-respect. Why are you asking me to be humble? I have self-respect. I would say humility is the highest form of self-respect. What is humility? Humility is to understand one's real position as a servant of Krishna and give up all the other artificially inflated positions as Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra, Brahmachari, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasi, or boss of a company, or the proprietor of some kind of property, some land, or doctor, or an actor, or engineer, or teacher, or this or that. All these are external designations. The real designation of a living being is, I am a servant of Krishna. When we humbly adopt that mode of being a servant of Krishna, when we humbly acknowledge our real spiritual identities as servants of Krishna, that is real self-respect. What is real? What is respect? You respect the person for what the person is. But if you describe the person as something which he or she is not, then that's not respect, that is disrespect. You are calling him a man. Is he a man? Soul, Jiva. Jiva is Prakriti. He is not man. Feminine in potency. It's disrespect. You call him a brahmachari, grahastha, or king, or kshatriya, or brahmana. Is he a kshatriya? Maybe for one lifetime he may be kshatriya. Even in that one lifetime, although he took birth as a kshatriya, if he doesn't demonstrate the qualities of a kshatriya, he is not called kshatriya, he is a kshatra bandhu. Even if you call him a brahmana, if he does not have brahmanical qualities, he is called brahma bandhu, not brahmana. So calling him brahmana may be done for all conventional purposes, for all practical purposes. He is a brahmana, he is a kshatriya, he is a man, he is a woman, or this or that, student, teacher, doctor, patient, etc. But the real identity of the person is servant of Krishna. And servant has to be humble. Servant means humble, right? Humble menial servant of Krishna, and that's our natural position. So the real self-respect is when we identify ourselves as servants of Krishna. That's the highest designation of a living being, servant of Krishna. That's our eternal designation, changeless designation. There's no change in this designation. All other designations or roles or identities are subjected to change. At the max, these identities will stay only for one lifetime, not forever. And within one lifetime also, one living being, one human being assumes hundreds of identities. And if you start describing the people with those identities, it's not real respect. The real respect that you give to others or you give to yourself is identifying yourself and others as servants of Krishna. Humbly. Humility is not lack of self-respect. Humility is the real self-respect. Being humbly considering oneself as servants of Krishna is the real self-respect. When you consider yourself servant of Krishna, you want to please Krishna, you want to develop those qualities that please Krishna, you want to do those things that are pleasing to Krishna. What are the qualities that make us dear to Krishna? Krishna himself said in the Bhagavad Gita, 12th chapter, last 8 shlokas, he says, these qualities you cultivate, yo mad bhaktaha samay priyaha. Such a devotee is very dear to me. So Krishna's expectations are very clear. You cultivate these qualities, Vaishnava character, then you become dear to me. That's what Krishna said. He expected. When you have humility, you try to cultivate those qualities to become dear to Krishna. It is only through humility we will effectively render bhakti unto Krishna. Panchanga bhakti. Bhakti has 64 limbs. Out of the 64 limbs given by Rupa Goswami, 5 limbs are considered the foremost, very effective limbs. One is chanting the holy names of Krishna. That requires humility. Without humility, we cannot chant properly. Tranadapi sunichana will lead to kirtaniya sadaharihi. Without humility, how can we chant? If somebody is not humble, then how will he take someone else's name? Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told our dear Vasudeva leper. Vasudeva leper had a leprosy affected body, but Mahaprabhu embraced him and gave him a very healthy, handsome body. Then Vasudeva leper said, "Oh Lord, I may become proud of receiving such special grace from you. How can I remain humble? How can I become humble?" Then Lord Chaitanya said, "You chant the holy names, you will become humble. Chanting will make you humble." And Mahaprabhu told Suklamara Brahmachari, for you to be able to chant the holy names of Krishna always, you should be humble. Humility increases our chanting, chanting increases our humility. They both are together. They are very, very dear to each other. They merge with each other. They are inseparable. So, as Mahaprabhu said, Trinadapi Sunichena, having a humble mood is required to chant. So, out of Panchanga Bhakti, one is chanting the holy names of Krishna, that requires humility. Next is Vaishnava Seva, for example. You take another Anga. Vaishnava Seva requires humility. Unless you have humility, Why would you serve another person? Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu once he danced ecstatically in Harinam Sankirtan in Jagannath Puri. He became so tired. Then he slept in Gambhira. He slept. Where? At the doorstep. He was sleeping. Is that the place to sleep? When you are tired, you will go into the room and sleep. So he is sleeping at the doorstep, completely blocking the path. And he says, I am very tired now. Then Govinda said, and how did he sleep exactly? He kept his head outside and feet inside. He is blocking that little entrance. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri Shri Radha Nil Madhav ki jai. He kept his feet little inside, and the doorway is not such big like this. It's very small, Gambhira. He completely blocked the entrance. Then Govinda came and said, my dear Lord, can you please allow me to come inside the room and massage your feet? Then Mahaprabhu said, yeah, do it. Oh Lord, you are blocking the entrance. Can you please move a little aside so that I can enter the room and then start massaging your feet? Mahaprabhu said, I cannot move. I am so tired, I cannot move. If you want to do, do. Otherwise, leave it. No massage today. Chutti for you. Then Govinda understood Mahaprabhu is not going to move. He took his cloth and kept it on the transcendental body of Mahaprabhu, and he crossed over Mahaprabhu's divine body, came inside the room and started massaging his feet. For about 45 minutes, Mahaprabhu slept and he got up from his sleep, and Govinda was inside the room. Mahaprabhu asked, did you not take prasad? Go and take prasad. Have you not taken prasad? He said, no, I didn't take prasad. Why? You are there sleeping. See the sleeping posture. You went into Mahavishnu mood and you thought this Gambhira doorway is like Garbhodaka ocean or Kajal ocean, and you slept there. You did not allow me to go outside. And he didn't say all this, by the way. He basically said, indicated that you are blocking the entrance. Mahaprabhu had a logical question. How did you come inside? For this question, logical question, Govinda did not have an answer. He kept silent. Humility. He kept silent. And Mahaprabhu said, the way you have come inside the room, in the same way you could have gone outside also. Then also he was silent. But within his mind, Govinda was speaking. What was his speech? O Lord, to render service to your lotus feet, I can commit hundreds and thousands of offenses. But for my own sense enjoyment, for my own meals or whatever, I cannot even think of committing an offense. Crossing your divine transcendental body is an offense. I don't want to do this offense. This is humility in serving Vaishnavas. Mahaprabhu is acting like a Vaishnava, senior Vaishnava. He is the Supreme Lord, but he is acting like a senior Vaishnava, testing a younger Vaishnava. And by the way, Govinda is god brother of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Govinda has been instructed by his spiritual master, go and serve Nimai, go and serve Lord Chaitanya. He did not say, he is my god brother, we are equals. Why should I serve him? At least you tell me to serve somebody, some other sannyasi. Your god brother, you tell me, I will serve. Why will I serve my god brother? He did not say that. But Mahaprabhu, as a Vaishnava, acting like a Vaishnava, he was hesitant. How can I accept service from my own god brother? I cannot. But my Guru instructed me, therefore I will. Either in rejecting service, denying service, or accepting service, Mahaprabhu is exhibiting humility only. Initially, he hesitated to accept service from Govinda because he is equal to me. But later he accepted, okay, Govinda, you can serve me because Guru instructed. In both ways, he is humble only. Isn't it? This is the humility that one needs to demonstrate in Vaishnava Seva. Then Srimad Bhagavatam, another potent limb of bhakti. Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita, when you are approaching Shastra, the mood has to be humility. We cannot approach Shastra to conquer it. Yes, I will understand everything now. In fact, Maitreya Muni described so many philosophical truths to Vidura. He spoke about Ishvara Tattva and Jiva Tattva. Then Vidura said, "O Lord, my dear Lord, you have enlightened me. I understood this, but my understanding is only theoretical. For this theoretical knowledge to become a practical realization, I need to render service to pure devotees like you. Humble service. Durapa hyalpa tapasa seva vaikunthavartmasu yatropagiyate nityam deva devo janardana." Durapahi alpa tapasa. People who are meager in their austerity will not get a chance to do Vaishnava Seva. But only when we get a chance to humbly render service, menial service to Vaishnavas, then our theoretical knowledge will convert into practical realization. For us to assimilate, understand, realize the teachings of Bhagavatam, we need to do Vaishnava Seva. Humbly do Vaishnava Seva. And even the approach towards Bhagavatam is humility. Like when you approach the literature with humility only, Krishna in the form of this Grantha avatar, will reveal the inner insights to us. Otherwise, like Mohini Murti, he will hide everything. For Bhagavatam to reveal its inner meanings to a reader, the reader has to be humble. Without humility, Bhagavatam will not reveal all the deeper insights. Like Mohini Murti hid all the nectar from the demons, Bhagavatam also will hide all its inner, deeper meanings from an insincere or arrogant reader. They may get historical perspectives, they may get linguistic perspectives, they may get grammatical understanding, but they will not get the devotional insights. Why? There is no humility. Without humility, Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna. If Krishna expects devotees to be humble, if Krishna cannot tolerate humility, tolerate pride in Brahma, in Indra, in Sudama. Sudama was proud. He is poverty stricken. Why is he proud? He is proud of his poverty stricken condition. He is proud of his poverty. Bali Maharaj was proud of his prosperity, and Sudama was proud of his poverty. Maya is so powerful. It can induce pride in any way. So opposite of pride is humility. So when Bali was proud of his charitable disposition and prosperity, the Lord has taken away all his wealth and made him humble. When Sudama was proud of his poverty-stricken condition, he was too attached to his detachment, then the Lord gave him so much wealth and made him humble. The Lord wants his devotees to be humble. And when the gopis of Vrindavan became slightly, transcendentally proud of getting an intimate association with Krishna in the Rasa Leela, Krishna disappeared from the scene. Okay. And when they became humble, they were humbly begging, Krishna, please come back. Nija janasmaya dhamsanasmita. Come and smile, we'll become humble. Don't disappear from our vision. Nija janasmaya. Smaya means pride. Dhamsana smita. Smita means smile. Your smile can destroy the pride of your devotees. Why? You have to disappear. Please come back. See, the Lord is humbling all his devotees. Actually, they are humble, but the Lord is teaching us why to cultivate humility by using his own exalted devotees as instruments. It is through humility that we realize the Lord. It is through humility we can approach the holy names of Krishna. It is through humility that we can understand Bhagavatam. It is only through humility that we perform Vaishnava Seva. One more is Dham, Holy Dham, Vrindavan Dham. It is only in a state of utter humility that we can approach Dham. Prabhupada says, you just cannot purchase a ticket and go to Vrindavan. Going to Vrindavan means having the mood of humble beggar and go there to beg mercy from the Lord. Then only you can understand Vrindavan Dham. When Brahma came and saw this wonderful, magnificent display of loving affection between Krishna and all his friends, they were feeding Krishna. They were being fed by Krishna, and Brahma saw this. Is he God? Did I call him by chanting Purusha Sukta prayer 6 years back? Did I call him only? He is eating the jhota. He is eating the remnants of all his friends. Madhumangal is eating his laddu, and then he is taking, Krishna is just taking laddu from his mouth and then putting in his mouth. Madhumangal is drinking chas, and Krishna is taking chas from his mouth, extracting chas from his mouth and then drinking. So is he really God? My God, God never takes food like this. You have to put it on the altar, close the curtain, chant mantras, ring bell, idamasanam, Krishnaya namaha, all that we have to chant, then only he will eat. But here he is just competing with his friends, and he's stealing the lunch bags of his friends. Is he really God? Let me test him. So with this intention to test Krishna, Brahma has stolen all the calves and the boys of Krishna. Not the real ones. If Ravana, see that picture, Ravana came to beg from Sita Devi, but did he kidnap Sita? No. He could not kidnap Sita. He could only kidnap Maya Sita. If Ravana could not kidnap real Sita, how could Brahma kidnap real Gopas and real calves of Krishna? Krishna has hidden them and presented some illusory Gopas and calves, and Brahma has stolen them, thinking that I am testing Krishna. See this. When you try to test Krishna out of arrogance, this is what will happen. We will be subjected to test. And we don't even realize we are being tested. That is Brahma's condition. But within a moment, Brahma came back and saw. All the boys are playing with Krishna. This is third set of boys and calves. The first set, the original set, Krishna has hidden. The illusory set, Brahma has stolen. But this is the third set, Krishna's expansions. Krishna expanded himself into unlimited boys and calves, and Brahma came and saw that display of Krishna's expansions. Then Brahma became doubtful. He became bewildered. He became nervous. He had sweat all over his body. He has tears from his 8 eyes. Then Brahma realized his mistake. To cut the long story short, as all of you know, all these boys and calves became 4-handed Vishnu Murtis. And they all merged back into Krishna, revealing that Krishna is the source of all these Vishnu expansions, and they all originated from him and they entered back in him. Then Brahma saw this magnificent display of Krishna's opulence, fell at the feet of Krishna, 6-year-old Krishna holding little curd rice in his hand, a little stick with a peacock feather, with flute tucked into his dhoti. He was standing there, like an innocent child, and Brahma offered prayers. Jananta eva janantu kimba huktya me prabho manaso vapusho vacho vaibhavam tava gocharaha. Jananta eva janantu. Let people claim that they understood so much. Kimba huktya me prabho. Let them claim that, oh Lord, I understood Krishna completely. Let them claim. But as far as I am concerned, manaso vapusho vacho vaibhavam tava gochara. With my mind, with my body, with my words, I cannot understand even a trace of your opulence, O Lord. Please forgive me. I did a great mistake by separating you from your devotees for such a long time, for 1 year. I did a grave mistake. Please forgive me. Very humbly, he begged forgiveness from the Lord. Earlier, when he was arrogant, very proud of his exalted position as the creator of this universe, he could not understand Krishna. He could not understand the glory of Vrindavan. But when he humbled himself, then he understood the real glory of Vrindavan. What was the real glory of Vrindavan? He said, Yatra naisarga durvairaha sahasan rubrgadayah mitrani vajita vasa dhrutarusharadikam. Yatra naisarga durvairaha. Vrindavan is a place where there is absolutely no envy, no enmity. Although some animals and human beings are always inimical to each other, when a tiger sees a human being, tiger will immediately understand, my meal is ready, my lunch is ready. But in Vrindavan, tiger or Human being, they live in transcendental friendship. Tiger or deer, they live in transcendental friendship. In short, Brahma understood the real glory of Vrindavan after he became humble, not when he was proud. Even to understand the glory of Dham also, we need humility. Without humility, we cannot understand the potency of Dham. And after humbly understanding the potency of Vrindavan Dham, what did Brahma desire? Brahma desired that, oh Lord, I want to become a bush or a creeper or a blade of grass in Vrindavan, just to get the dust from the lotus feet of all your exalted devotees, Vrajavasis. They are not ordinary people. They are most exalted because they are having you as their friend. Aho bhagyam nandagopa vrajavukasam yan mitram paramanandam puranam brahma sanatanam. Aho bhagyam, what great fortune, what great fortune. Aho bhagyam. Nandagopa vrajavukasam, all the residents of Vrindavan, which is led by Nanda Maharaj, they are extremely fortunate. I want that fortune. I don't even want that fortune. I want the fortune of getting some dust particles from their lotus feet. To that degree, the creator of this entire universe became humble. Only then he could understand the glory of Vrindavan. Earlier, he misunderstood Krishna, he misunderstood Vrajavasis, he underestimated the potency of Vrindavan Dham. He could not understand the loving dealings of Vrindavan. Then, when he became humble, Krishna humiliated him and humbled him. Krishna displayed his majestic potency and then humbled Brahma. Then Brahma could understand the glories of Vrindavan Dham. But still, Krishna did not stop there. Brahma, you need to become more humble. I have become humble. No, more humble. It's not a humble like a blade of grass. It's humbler than a blade of grass. Right? More humble. You wanted to become a blade of grass in Vrindavan? No, become much lesser than that. Krishna did not speak a single word. This is example of Krishna's gravity. He's an ocean of gravity. He's an ocean of Gambhirya. Gambhirya Jaladhi. He was standing there. At least when Indra came, Krishna spoke a few words, gave some warning and gave some caution note. But when Brahma came and said sorry with tears in his eyes, utterly humiliated and humbled, still Krishna did not speak. I want more humility from him. Because Brahma is pure devotee. But Indra is a mixed devotee. Okay, let me close his business fast. Okay, I'll have a discussion with him. Let him go away. I can't spend so much time. He's humble, right? I'll spend more time. I want him to become more humble. So Brahma understood. I think Krishna considers me not qualified even to become a blade of grass in Vrindavan. He went back. He repented. He genuinely repented for a long, long time. Then Brahma came to a place called Antardvipa. And he meditated on the Lord for a long time. Then Krishna is pleased. Now you are humbler than a blade of grass. And the Lord came in a golden form, golden Gauranga form, and said, Brahma, now you are so puffed up, or some time back you were so puffed up because of your exalted position of the creator of this universe. And you dare to even test me? Anyways, you could not do that. I have made you humble. But I appreciate your current humble state of mind. And I want you to be humble like this. Although many devatas got their opportunities to participate in my Krishna Leela, you did not take part in Krishna Leela. You came and just chanted Sahasra Sirsha Purushaha Sahasrakshas Sahasrapa Sabhumim Vishvato Vritva. And I sent a message, wireless WhatsApp message to you, invisible message in your mind. And you just announced that message to all the devatas and told them to take birth in Yadu, Vrishni, Bhoja, Andhaka dynasties, and you did not take birth. You thought you are just a communicator. Seva mila, Bhagwan ne seva diya, kar lo. He just transferred, engaged all the devatas in seva, but you yourself did not engage yourself in seva. Okay, you don't want to participate in my lila? No, not like that, my lord. You participate now. What is my role? Not creator. Not a member of Yadu dynasty or Andhaka dynasty or Bhoja dynasty. A Yavana. A member of Yavana dynasty. A member of Mlecha dynasty. You become Haridas Thakur. You will not have any social status. You will not have any social respect. Now, all the Prajapatis are offering respects to you. Prajapati naam abhivanditah pati. All the Manus and Prajapatis and Devatas are offering respects to you. Within one day of Brahma, 14 times the universal government changes. All the office bearers in the universal government, they keep changing 14 times in one day of Brahma. Every day of Brahma, Brahma sees 14 Indras and 14 sets of Saptarishis and so many other Devatas reporting to him. Whenever they are stuck, they will come to him. Oh, Brahma, we are stuck. Please help me. And Brahma, do this, do that. Right? No offense to Brahma. He is an exalted devotee. Right? We are just trying to highlight the importance of humility. And also highlight the potency of Maya, that it can distract even someone in the status of Brahma also. Who are we? We are insignificant. They should make us humble. So Brahma became very humble. Then Lord Chaitanya said, you will be deprived of the status as Brahma, and you will have a very humble, low position. You will be born in a Yavana dynasty. In such a humble state of existence, you will be able to chant the holy names of Krishna always. Then I will make you Namacharya. I will descend to spread the holy names of Krishna, and I will make you the greatest authority of chanting these holy names of Krishna. In a humble state of existence, Brahma could understand the glory of Dham, and he could chant the holy names of Krishna. So to do Panchanga Bhakti, to do any element of Bhakti, we need humility. We discussed holy name, holy Dham, Vaishnava Seva, Bhagavatam, deity worship. Of course, deity worship requires so much of humility. One way of becoming humble by doing deity worship is receiving feedbacks from other pujaris. More practical way. But in principle, serving the deities requires great humility. The conditioned soul wants to receive service from others, not render service to others. But deity worship gives us an opportunity to constantly serve the Lord and be extremely alert to the needs of the Lord. The Lord has to wake up at 4 a.m. means he has to wake up at 4 a.m. I have to make my wake up time in alignment with the wake up time of the Lord. If he has to wake up at 4, let me wake up at 3:30. Take bath, be ready 5 minutes before only, and then chant the mantra. So sa vadabhra karuno bhagavan vivriddha premasmitena nayanamburuham vijrumbhan. Let me say this and wake up the Lord. I need to be alert. That requires humility. A boss in this material world wants other people to wait for him. But he is the boss of all worlds. We have to wait. We have to be ready before he becomes ready. So this is humility. And we also see that when we have to worship the deities, whether it is cooking or dressing or cleaning the floor, brooming or mopping or whatever we do, that requires great diligence, and we need to come out of our comfort zone to render services to the deities as prescribed. Of course, all these things can induce pride in us also. Sometimes the pujari may think I am the deity. Anyone who has to approach the deity has to approach through me. Right? I am the main boss. All these 5 elements of bhakti or any element of bhakti also, when it is not done in proper consciousness, can induce pride in us. But if we can manage to cultivate the mode of humility in rendering all of them, will get the best benefit of all the limbs of bhakti. This discussion is never ending, but it's 9 o'clock. I was told 9 o'clock, so we have to end now. We can continue tomorrow. So today we discussed the importance of cultivating Vaishnava character, Vaishnava qualities, and we specifically focused on humility. That's what I remember. Thank you very much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And by your blessings, I want to become humble, not just speak about humility, but also cultivate this mode of humility. Every single event or situation in our lives will give us an opportunity to either cultivate a Vaishnava quality or demonstrate a Vaishnava quality. We need to grab that opportunity. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada.